calling me?
Yeah, you left a message on the website, right?
That's it. Seeking for partnership. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, what kind of partnership are you looking at?
Right now, currently, actually, I
Yeah.
am at UW Seattle Tripalink building. I landed
Okay.
in my nonprofit organization called the Whole Elephant Institute here.
Right.
Now, it's really great that initially I thought, I come here, reside in Tripalink building, and then gradually get to know Tripalink and build partnership.
Right.
My nonprofit organization is a 501c3 education and research nonprofit organization. And we
Right.
have established ever since 2005, July 15th. And we've been doing a lot of work in New York in the past 18 years. And
Right.
so I basically was going to say that I see Tripalink is the mission. I read the story. I also communicated with people here in this building, and I in
Right.
general feel that it's really great. I really am so proud. Like a Chinese overseas student had a dream, and now the dream is turning into reality and a great business, helping a lot of people.
Yeah, I
I really
appreciate that.
hope to see TripleLink to grow even into my community in New York because I work with all five boroughs in New York City, right?
Right.
I'm
Right.
very
Right.
visible, have a lot of supporters in all five boroughs because for 18 years I delivered free services, to do community outreach, right? I
Right.
see that the great potential for TripleLink, to expand into, for example, like a Flushing community in Queens, right?
Mhm.
There
Mhm.
are a lot of young talents. I really think that the way the building, the structure, the idea of co-living, and allow the students to have a sense of like a family, extended families, right?
Right.
To
Right.
I think this whole philosophy and everything is just exactly what I've been thinking about too. I mean, I came here as a PhD student back 34 years ago. And I got my PhD in University of Florida and went to Harvard Medical School, had my, cancer research laboratory as an assistant professor at Harvard. And I'm very visible, right? In, among the Chinese scholars, like they all know who I am. I'm very well accomplished and I'm in a position to share my wisdom, experience, and also, support all the, young overseas students. If I thought if, we really kind of communicate our missions thoroughly, then there will be a really great collaboration partnership that we can establish. Primarily, for example, when I'm here observing the current operational mode of this building, I see a lot of room for improvement. I see also a lot of potential problems that are not being detected and reported and handled at a timely manner. And I do believe that the management team currently for TripleLink, since they seems to be like the local students and primarily are Chinese student, overseas Chinese students, many of them don't understand American, culture, law, the correct manner. And I start to think that there are certain problems that really needs to be detected at a timely manner. Although the banner is pretty good, like welcome home, you come in here, but I see a lot of signs of not like home and potentially will be hazardous for the future of TripleLink. So
I see, Lotus. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
so
So the partnership you're looking at, I'm assuming you were looking at something like a job opportunity, or you're looking for something like something else.
it's basically a for-profit non-profit partnership. I think has great potential.
Right.
A
Right.
non-profit
Makes sense.
organization with
What kind of partnership that you can offer?
well, I basically it's about non-profit organizations can support the management and also even applying for further expansion, working with government, working with grant agencies, seeking fundings, marketing, many aspects. Okay, for example,
For nonprofit?
yeah, nonprofit organization can do so much for a for-profit that currently I think Tripalink are very urgently needed for that. For example, also community relationship too. When you land a new building in a new community and try to help the community, to learn who is Tripalink, what is unique about Tripalink, what Tripalink can offer, and how to establish all those business relationship, with local government, local community leaders, and also, I mean, this is really, I think Tripalink really needs a powerful nonprofit organization that are, very skillful in working with the community leaders, the local government, work with the
Is
grant
that a
agencies.
lobbyist?
Mm-hmm.
So you're a lobbyist.
Repeat your question.
So is that a lobbyist
No, no, no. We
company?
are 501c3 Education and Research Institute. We do a lot of community-based, education. To
Community education.
a lot of community education services. Okay, so
Okay, so
we.
basically
Mm-hmm.
you think that we need to communicate with the local government and also the community about our core value of the company
I
or
think if you want to truly do long term business with people at different locations, and I think community outreach is very important. Okay, and also the management staff members' skills, ability, to be able to merge with the core value of American society, are very critical. And also, if the management staff members are operating not following American law and do certain things that are violating the law, it's going to bring great damage to Triple reputation and the future.
so
So,
you're an HR company.
huh?
So would you consider yourself an HR company? Like a train the trainer? Like training educational training facility?
We can train, we can do workshops to help the staff members to catch up with very important aspect about how to do the right business with the local community, how to follow the laws, and how to work with government agencies and stuff like that. So
Right. Um can you do me a favor? Could you send out your do you have a company introduction or company's website that you can send it to me?
yeah, I
I still don't quite understand what specific aspect you're looking at because you mentioned
I just
more
want
than
to find
one or
out how.
two
Mm-hmm.
you have more than one or two aspects that you're looking to partner with us, or you want to, maybe, for future development. So, like so far, you mentioned employment and education. You mentioned like local community education, and also the government lobbyist issue. So I don't really get like what specific like aspect you're looking at, what kind of service you can provide. To be honest, a little vague. So if you can, could you please send me the maybe some introduction about company or the services that you could provide, so we can decide later.
Yeah, definitely. I will be more than happy to do that. How do I send those information directly to you?
Sure,
And
you can send it to the company's mailbox for business inquiries. It's business like the word business at triplelink.com.
okay. Did you read my entire message through the website? Did you see I raised some very urgent issues and want to contact the CEO, Mr. Donghao Li, regarding the situation that I detect here at UW. Seattle, office, management office.
I don't see. If it's about a tenant complaint, I highly suggest you to also include to that email.
Uh-huh. It's really not about tenant complaint because I'm here to try to, I think in every way, in my heart, right? My nonprofit organization, go all the way from New York to Seattle recently is to try to, find a good partnership. And my initial intention to get my office into Tripalink is to get to know Tripalink. The right.
You mentioned you want to establish your office in Tripalink.
I don't have to establish my office in Tripalink, but at the time when I see the information about Tripalink on the internet, when I decide to land into Seattle, I like Tripalink and I want to, through my experience here, I consider it's a transient experience to be able to connect with Tripalink in a more, thorough, in-depth way. But right now, I do believe.
I just don't understand.
In what way I explain to you, okay? For example, I have this vision. For example, my nonprofit organization right now have two large projects. One of them I thought it would be great to team up with Tripalink. Okay, so the one is that, we are doing is called the Chinese Charter School Project, okay? So we are building the first chain of, Chinese charter schools with a mission to, bring the 5,000 years of traditional Chinese culture and language into, public school systems through the charter school platform, right? So we really need, to have young, college graduates, who actually have the Chinese language background, from mainland China. Now, in America, fully, with English, language skills and, professional skills. And we want to be able to see whether we can, team up with Tripalink and then, to build the Chinese charter school and recruit those people.
So you're looking at funding.
No, don't jump so fast. I'm not seeking for funding from Tripalink. I want to work with the young talents that currently are in the Tripalink buildings, either residing here or, participating in management of Tripalink and all that. For example, like UW students right now, right? I mean, after I came here, I met many of them. So, when I mentioned about our charter school projects, they all really very interested. They said like, wow, this is good. Yeah. We're interested, in working on this kind of project. So I thought, it has this really wonderful potential to team up with Tripalink. So Tripalink will be our partners to build Chinese charter schools. Okay, so the young talents can become this charter school team.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to interrupt. So you were saying the partnership to build Chinese charter school in Seattle.
We actually plan to do in many different cities, LA, right. All the Tripalink locations we can together to, for example, our like future teachers, need to be trained. I can use Tripalink as our residence for our teachers, so our teachers will be all living.
Okay, you want to use the, when you say use, you mean you want to rent from us?
Exactly. In the partnership kind of format that, we have Tripalink, for example, entire building.
We can give you a group price or something.
Oh, yeah, like the entire building, right, was like, oh, we're going to have training for our charter school teachers here. And so this turns into almost our dorms, right, for the young talents to reside in Tripalink's building. And then that entire building, management.
Well, definitely on that. For the tenants, fulfill all the tenants, we definitely... I think you should talk to the property manager, and then the property manager will forward it to the regional manager. I highly ask you to contact. Have you spoke with Vicky Zhou yet? Vicky?
That is exactly Vicky Zhou I'm having big problem with.
What happened?
Because number one, I am residing here wonderfully, happily, productively doing my nonprofit work ever since July 18th. And suddenly Vicky Zhou posted a 10-day notice to vacate us. It was like, why? What is going on here? And she was like, oh, this is you are illegal resident. I said, what do you mean I'm illegal resident? I'm legal. I signed a sublease with the current leaseholder. And for some reason, I think she's discriminating me because she noticed that I practice Falun Dafa. I'm concerned. If Vicky Zhou is trying to do discrimination against me because she noticed I practice Falun Dafa, boy, that's going to be trouble after trouble, okay? It's really no good, okay?
Your practice what?
Falun Dafa. So it's an ancient, Chinese Qigong practice, right? So I'm a cancer researcher. I'm an American Cancer Society scholar, and my laboratory do research on this. Okay, so I personally also practice this. I think it's great, and the Chinese government's persecution is absolutely horrible, and the Chinese people really should not have discrimination towards me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Ma'am, let me cut you right there.
Go ahead.
We honestly, we don't want to get involved to any, I don't really care about the politicians and the politics.
Yeah.
And to be frank, if there's something regarding the tenant relationship, I think you should speak with your current area regional manager, and also the regional which is charged by Vicky. So I would say communicate with the local office instead of.
Well, I tried to communicate with her. I tried, but she started to.
We don't have.
But it's not being resolved, my friend.
We don't, as a corporate office, we don't interfering the local regional managing. So we don't actually interfering the managing of the local managers.
But what if she's making mistakes? What are you gonna do to help her?
We will have an internal reviewing. If it is about the complaining, again, if it is about complaining, we will file a complaint that associate with somebody. You raise something. You mentioned something about Vicky Zhou. I already received that. So make sure the management team are fully aware of those issues, but there's nothing more I can do. I can't fire or some of the regional managers because of one single tenant. So if it's about any legal issue, I suggest that you might need to seeking for some legal advice.
No. Those I know what to do in terms of myself, my friend. I'm not concerned about that.
Right.
I am trying to, from my perspective, my friend, I'm trying to say that this is not going to be good for Tripalink. So please stop it. I'm just trying to send a kind of message to you guys. On my side, how I'm gonna be able to safeguard my side of the rights, I know what to do. Okay, I'm a very experienced leader for nonprofit, but I'm concerned about this wonderful future of Tripalink if you have bad management and not knowing what she's doing, and
I fully understand.
it's not going to be good.
I understand, ma'am.
Okay.
I fully understand, ma'am. Yeah, sure. I mean, like I said, I fully aware of the issue that you raised.
Got it. Okay.
And I fully understand. I will make sure the management team are fully aware of this issue, and then we will have a conversation with Vicky.
Great. Thank you.
Yes,
this is important.
So,
yeah.
Yes. So.
I'm concerned for her. That's it. I'm not concerned about myself. Okay. I know what to do.
So
yeah.
Much,
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for being understanding. So
Yeah.
for other things, I just don't know what can I help you with.
Well, I think you have been very wonderful to, reach out to me, and I had the chance to share with you my vision, and you also suggest me to send a more detailed information proposal for your, team to consider, which I will put my heart into it, okay? I will put more things that you're not going to feel vague. I probably will put into more details of how we can, potentially work together. Since I've been already here for 6 weeks, I kind of observe and thinking, meditating about how we can, potentially establish a great partnership with Tripalink. So I will put together into writings. How about that? But Miss Vicky Zhou, I care about her because she's Chinese and she's here trying to make a success in her life and she has family to support. I just don't want her to make fatal mistakes in here on this issue. It's bad for her, it's bad for Tripalink, it's bad for our future good relationship. So that's all I'm care about. Okay, I'm very good. I'm a mom, and I really, really understand how hard it is for the Chinese immigrants to try to make it in America. So I'm not here to make trouble. I'm here to support all of us, okay? Because I've been here, I had my name, I had my profit, I was visible, I could live a very cushy lifestyle, but I have chosen to commit to do something good for our, China, our Chinese people. So I hope we, can really hold hands and work together instead of, going to the court and wasting Tripalink's money and wasting my time. I mean, and this is really, ignorant. If we go to that stage, we need to do everything possible to make our work productive. Okay, I'm a leader and I have sound track record, and I want to be here to support the success of Tripalink. But I don't like CCP. I don't want CCP to come here and to destroy America. That's very clear, okay? If I detect anything of that nature, I will say, let's get rid of it because it's bad for all of us, okay? It's not politics.
Anything I can help you with? Sir, ma'am, is there anything I can help with?
I have already kind of covered what I need to say. And, if you think there is something you can help, to get this thing, cleaned up towards a positive, outcome, avoid any, bad stuff that influence our future, I would truly appreciate your wisdom, support, and everything, okay?
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
May I know your name?
Yeah, my name is Jack.
Jack. Okay, so you're from the Tripalink corporate office, right?
It is, yeah.
Wonderful, Jack. So nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Lotus King Weiss. My nonprofit organization's website is www.thewholeelephant.info. Feel free to check it out, okay?
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jack. Have a great day.
Take care.
Thanks.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.